woke up the next day and I said, that's it, I'm done. And no one around me had stopped drinking. And I just decided that when my son was 18 months old, I wanted to get back to how I was. I used to be the fun party girl and I used to do all of these things and it used to be awesome and I thought that's where I wanted to be. But then I went out and he was 18 months old and I went with my ex-partner and we went to 2 different restaurants. I was having lychee martinis, I was having espresso martinis, and it was one of those things where I was like, wow, I'm back. I'm back again. Great, this is the life, this is where we get back to. And something in my body said, no, this isn't who you are anymore. And I got so sick. I got so incredibly sick, like my body completely rejected it. It said, no, we're not going down this path anymore. And so that resulted in getting really sick outside an Uber on the way home and having a hangover for 5 days. And I woke up the next day and I said, that's it, I'm done. And no one around me had stopped drinking. This was solely something that I was listening to my own intuition about. And I said, that's it, I'm done. And I got laughed at by so many people because everyone says it, and I did too. I'm never drinking again, but I just knew somewhere within me that I completely meant it. And I've never drank since. On the 30th of Jan, 2026, 10 years of sobriety. It hasn't been an easy journey because when you stop drinking, you don't get invited places or you get frowned upon. I had somebody once say to me, I went to a hen's night and I said, I'm not drinking. And he said, it's just the way you said it, like you were so much better than us. And I said, I just don't know how else to say it. I've just made a decision for me that I want to stop drinking. Now, with all the work that I've done in my life, I've actually realized that had nothing to do with me, and maybe that was a trigger inside them that really wanted to stop but didn't have that capabilities or didn't have the strength or the courage. Because when you make decisions for yourself, your entire life changes, and you have to be ready to stand out on your own. And I am that person that will always tend to do things differently to other people. And I'm okay being on my own.